Hey fellas, how's it going? Reveals for set 7 Wish for Shenron have started, and we got a whole bunch of information over the weekend at the Tokyo Regional. So let's get right into it. We'll go over new cards in the order of colors. We'll be starting with black, since the leader for black is Shenron, and he is the focus of the entire set. Now, we did already see this leader, but we're going to talk about all of them, so we'll just go over him real quick as a refresher. Front side, Dragon Balls, can't attack, plus 5k power at 4 or less life. This synergizes with his Awakened ability. Activate main, switches card rest mode, draw 1 card, so the card does draw. Awakened condition is very different than any other leader we've seen before when you have 7 cards with Dragon Ball and their special traits in your drop. Draw 1 card, then flip this card over. So in Masters, this would be called a Wish leader. You get 7 Dragon Balls in the drop, they can awaken. And obviously now, the awakened side is Shenron. Again, he can't attack. Switch this card to rest mode, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 7 or less from your drop, and flip this card to its front side. Turn all cards from your drop to their owner's deck, shuffle your deck. So to me, this looks like they took the Shenron leader from Masters and heavily nerfed it. I think this leader will be really good because Masters Shenron was crazy. The big difference is you can't mix colors in this game, and the card quality is much lower. For example, Masters Shenron could play out a card that made you discard your hand, and then you drew 3 random cards. And then he could use his actual energy to play another card that said, okay, show me your hand, I discard one of those cards, after making you go down to 3 cards in hand. I don't think this leader is going to be doing that, not nearly as strong. I still think he's going to be good. Now getting into the new revealed cards, we got this Oolong, very simple, 1 cost, 5k, 10k combo power on play. If your leader has Dragon Ball and its special traits, choose up to 1 battle card with a cost of 5 or less in your opponent's battle area. Can't attack during your opponent's next turn. It's just a Chaozu from green with a leader-locked condition. It's a very good card for Shenron. Not much to say about him. And next we have Kami, a 1 cost, 10k power, 10k combo. When this card is placed from your deck into its owner's drop, if your leader has Dragon Ball and its special traits and you don't have an energy marker, you place 1 energy marker. So as we saw before, the actual Dragon Ball cards make you mill your deck. That's how this is getting in there. It synergizes with the entire deck. This is your energy marker generator for Shenron. Not much more to say. Now we have this extra card that is very good. It is a 5 cost extra. Tell me your wish now. Activate main. If your leader is Shenron, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 7 or less from your drop. So 4 energy plus marker, you awaken, you pop this to play a 7, you leader ability to play another 7. We're assuming it's a 7 cost card that's coming with this deck. I doubt they'd put a cost of 7 or less and then say, oh yeah, your boss card's a 6 cost, but that's minor details. Point is, you can spam out 2 boss cards on a turn with this, so this leader is going to be doing a lot of nothing for a bit, and then suddenly doing a whole bunch of things, just in one big burst, and then you're going to start having problems from there. Next card we have is a 2 cost, 5k power Dende with 10k combo. On play, if your leader has Dragon Ball and its special traits, place top 5 cards of your deck into their owner's drop. So he's just another card to help you cycle, along with the Dragon Balls, which are helping you cycle. And it's just more potential for you to hit those effects that want to be played off of the drop. Not much more to say about him. And the last black card we have revealed is a 2 cost, 5k power, 5k combo Krillin. He has blocker. Cards with this stat line are usually terrible. However, this one, Auto, when this card is placed from your deck into its owner's drop, if your leader has Dragon Ball and its special traits, play this card from its drop. So this just goes for free on your field while you're playing your game. With these conditions, I don't hate this card. It's a fair card that you would include in your deck, and it may block for you. It probably won't. 5k stat line, super easy to remove for red. Every other color should have no problems with it, but hey, if he gets to block, he gets to block. And that is it for the black cards that we've seen so far. Alright, moving into the red cards, and this was a huge surprise because we saw promotional material earlier, some sleeves that showed Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku. So we were all thinking that was obviously the leader card artwork for this set. Nope, the leader for set 7 in red is Wario, and I like him a lot more than Goku, so I'm okay with it. Anyways, his front side is standard, won't talk about that. Awakened, he draws on attack and activate main once per turn. Discard one card from your hand during this turn. The next time you activate a skill on a card with Daima in its card name from your hand or battle area, reduce the skill cost by 2. So spoilers, we're getting a new mechanic this set. We will talk about that when it comes up. And would you look at that, it has come up. 1 cost, Dr. Rensu, 5k power, 10k combo, auto once per turn. When your card with Daima in its card name and evolve is played, draw 1 card. So we are getting a new mechanic from Masters this set. It is Evolve. Make it simple. You have a card on field, you can play a card on top of it for a reduced cost from that card's actual cost. So like, maybe you have a 4 cost card with Evolve that you can play for 1 if you have a specific card on field already. Brings us to our next card. It is a 2 cost Son Goku Mini Daima, 20k power, 5k combo. On play, if your leader is awakened, this card gets plus 10k power for the turn. That's irrelevant for actually swinging this card, because the way Evolve works, at least from Masters if I'm remembering right, the card is played as it is, so if you were to play this and then swing this and then Evolve on top of it, the card coming in would come in rest mode. But the card coming in also gains any power boosts that the card it's evolving on top of has. So the card coming in would get this plus 10k power. So that is a important detail to note. At least if I'm remembering Masters right, there's always a chance they change how it works for Fusion World. The next card we have is an extra card, evolving to Super Saiyan 4. Activate battle, both turns, so it can be used offensively or defensively. Your card that's in a battle gets plus 15k power for the battle. Then, if you have a card with Daima in its card name and evolve in your battle area, your card that's in a battle gets plus 10k power for the battle. So it's Meteor with different conditions. I personally don't like it, just because of how red works. Defensively, they don't usually keep energy up, and offensively, we already have better cards. I think the Daima Goku leaders are going to run Flying Nimbus over this. Even though it's less power, it's power for the turn, as opposed to power for the battle, and that's going to matter quite a bit with just how these cards work. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Next card, another extra card, Showdown in the Demon King Palace. 1 cost. Activate main. If your leader has Daima in its card name, choose up to 1 card with Daima in its card name and evolve in your battle area. Then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area with power less than or equal to the card chosen by the skill and KO it. So you can KO something equal to your evolve card. That's about it. Not much to say. Red can also minus stats, so you pretty much can KO anything in the game, assuming your evolve card can live. That's a lot of assumptions there. It's a pretty straightforward extra card. We can move on. Now then, I've saved the best card in the color for last. This is a 6 cost 40k Son Goku Daima. 5k combo power. This card having combo is insane. So this is our first card with Evolve. It's a 3 cost Evolve. You evolve it on top of a Son Goku Daima or Son Goku Mini Daima with 25k power or more. So the Goku we saw earlier is 30k because of its skill, and then you evolve this and you're swinging this for 50 twice because of that stat boost. Anyways, his activate main, if your leader has Daima in its card name, switch this card to active mode. So yep, he restands and then you swing him twice. He is a pretty strong card. The Wario leader is playing him for 1. All the other Daimas are playing him for 3. I think he's going to be a very strong card, and this is why I also prefer Nimbus over the extra we just saw, because that card's for the battle, Nimbus is for the turn. This card is swinging multiple times, you get more value out of it. Anyways, that's going to be it for the red cards. Moving on to the blue cards, and this is the one I'm most excited about. Blue for this set is Shadow Dragons. So our leader is Shenron, awakens into Omega Shenron. I love the Shadow Dragons, I love Omega Shenron, and I love blue, so I'm very happy that this is the leader for blue this set. Anyways, his front side, when attacking, draw one card. Now, his Awaken is incredibly interesting. When your life is at 6 or less, and you have 7 or more cards with Shadow Dragon and their special traits in your drop, flip this card over. So there's a lot to unpack there. He awakens at 6. He has 2 conditions. He also needs to have those 7 Shadow Dragons in the drop. I feel like that's going to be fairly easy to do. And he doesn't draw on Awaken. I think the trade-off of being able to Awaken at 6 in exchange for not drawing a card is very fair, and I will gladly take that trade. This leader is looking very defensive, very control, very blue. Now, Awakened, he has a permanent, your turn. When you would pay the cost of an extra with Shadow Dragon and special traits from your hand, once per turn, you may place the same number of cards with Shadow Dragon and their special traits as that card's cost from your drop at the bottom of your deck in a random order instead. So you get your Shadow Dragons in drop, and then you're putting them back into your deck to play your extras for free. So this leader is recycling all his cards, essentially. Spoilers, his super combo is a Shadow Dragon. He can recycle his super combos. And of course, when attacking, he draws a card. Unfortunately, we've only seen 2 cards for this leader, so I can't really judge him very well off 2 cards, and I really wish I could, because this is the leader I want to play. Anyways, let's talk about his cards. First card we're going to look at, 3 cost, 20k power, 10k combo, Nova Shenron. On play, if your leader has Shadow Dragon and special traits, place the top 2 cards of your deck into their owner's drop, then choose up to 1 battle card with a cost of 4 or less in your opponent's battle area, and return it to its owner's hand. So he removes something above his stat line while fueling your leader ability. He's a very good card for the archetype. Really wish we got to see more blue cards, but that's just a complaint I'm going to have for the remainder of the reveals, so I'm going to stop saying it. Our next card is a 4 cost extra, not that it matters, we can play it for free off our leader ability. It is Burst Attack. Activate main. During this turn, when your card with Shadow Dragon and its special traits attacks an opponent's battle card with a cost of 5 or less, place the attacked card at the bottom of its owner's deck. There's a lot to unpack with this card. First things first, it says your card with Shadow Dragon, so the leader can attack for this effect. Second, there is a very, very important word missing from this card that matters a lot, and that word is choose. We are not choosing a card. This just says the attacked card is placed at the bottom of the deck, so this should clear barrier cards. There is precedent in Masters for cards worded like this. If they do not say choose, but they say a card is removed, that gets around barrier. So this would be our first card in the game that ignores barrier. Now, whether Bandai changes that or not is a question. But as of now, there is precedent for this wording in Masters. This card would clear barrier cards. And that will be it for the blue reveals. Really wish we saw more. Red got most of them. It's, I guess because they have a new mechanic. Moving on to green. The green leader for this set is Piccolo, but it's not just any Piccolo, it is Orange Piccolo from the superhero movie. His front side is standard. Awaken side, when attacking, draw 1 card. Auto, when an opponent's card attacks, you may choose 1 battle card with a cost of 3 or more, and superhero and its card name in your battle area. If you do, switch the attack target to the chosen card, then the skill can't activate for the turn. So he can make any one of his cards a blocker, and that card does not need to be in active mode. He can just say, okay, you're attacking this rest mode card that I have right here. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. You need to see a lot more to determine how good this leader is, but let's move on to what we have seen so far. We have a battle card. It is a 5 cost, 30k, 10k power, Gamma 1, Gamma 2. On play, choose up to 1 battle card with a cost of 3 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Then your leader with Superhero and its card name gets plus 5k power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So you're playing this, it's KOing something, it's swinging for 30, it's making your leader a 25 on offense and defense, and then leader ability you can block with this. It's a fair card. That's really all there is to say about it. It's pretty straightforward, it's fair. I like it a lot. Next card we have is a 3-cost 20k, 10k combo Piccolo Superhero. When KO'd, draw 1 card. Sounds pretty bad. There's already a Chaozu that does that. That doesn't see any play. But you can force attacks into this card, and that makes a huge difference. I think this card will see some kind of play. It's a card that can attack. It has 10k combo. It is a little understated being a 3-cost, but it's also in green, which they ramp so they have more energy than they should at that point in the game that they're in. So I think it's a fine card. I don't hate it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for green. Not much for green, yellow, or blue. Moving on to yellow, the last color we have to talk about. Our leader is Frieza. Awakens in the Golden Frieza. That's right, Golden Frieza is finally here as a leader, despite the model and animations for his leader being in the game since day 1. Anyways, his front side, standard. Awakened, when attacking, draw 1 card. End of your turn, pay 1, reveal the top card of your life, and if the revealed card is a battle card with a cost of 6 or less in Frieza Clan and its special traits, you may play it. So there's a lot of funny things he could do with that. Like, he could play the 6-cost Secret Rare super early. He could play the 5-cost Mecha Frieza off of life into the 4-cost into the Secret Rare. Obviously, he needs to hit all of that for that to work. But it's things that are possible. It's the leader overall. We need to see every piece he's playing with to be able to tell if this leader is going to be good or not. I imagine he's going to have a way to set the top card of his life for this ability. It wouldn't make sense for this to be completely random. But yeah, we just don't know enough to really judge this leader. He can either be really good or really bad. Now, the cards we have seen, we have a 5-cost 25k 0-combo Mecha Frieza King Cold. It's a blocker on play. If this card was played from your life, add the top card of your deck to your life. So with this card, he's getting back the life he's taking to play this, which a lot of cards in his archetype need to do that. I imagine most of his cards are going to have that effect. But this card itself is fairly underwhelming. Like, it's a 25k blocker, 0 combo, not much to say about it. It kind of gives us hints for what he wants to do. But it doesn't tell us enough to know if this leader is going to be good or not. And our next card and our last card is a yellow extra Golden Emperor. If there's a Golden Frieza with a cost of 5 or more in your battle area, switch your leader with Frieza Clan and its special traits to active mode. Then you can't use extras for the turn. So your leader swings twice with this. I gotta say, I'm really happy it has that Golden Frieza requirement. Imagine if this just said switch your leader with Frieza Clan to active mode. Imagine cooler, just early game, hitting you for crit and then popping this and then hitting you again. Like, he's just constantly blasting you for this, and then next turn he plays Bulma, picks this up, does it again. Oh, that would be annoying, but we don't live in that world. Anyways, card is interesting. Not sure how much value it's going to have. You have the potential to play that 5-cost Golden Frieza out super early off of the leader ability. So there might be some merit to this card. We just won't know until we see the rest of the set. And finally, we'll end with the super combos they have learned. Instead of dragging this out for a week, they were just like, here's all our super combos off of the start. We know what they all are. For the most part, there's not much to talk about. There are 2 that are relevant. So Sen Shenron is a Shadow Dragon. He can be put back into the deck and be recycled off of leader ability. So that's pretty cool. The other one that matters is Cooler. Yellow now has a searchable super combo. There is that 1-cost Mecha Frieza. You rest him, search top 3 for a Frieza Clan that has no restriction that can pick up this super combo. So those two are notable, they're worth talking about. The rest, as far as I know, don't matter for that. It's just pick your preference on character for your super combos. Well, fellas, that is it for the initial reveals for set 7. We will probably not be speaking about these again until the full set drops, unless something game-changing is dropped between then and now. I don't plan to make a video for every single card that gets revealed. I'd rather wait for the full set. Anyways, thanks for watching once again. Until next time, take care. See y'all later.